Hey, awesome ones. So, you know what? Let's do a real life test for hot weather and hot flash makeup. And well, you know, obviously I can't do a hot flash on cue. Thank goodness for that. But I certainly can get out there where it's 100 degrees out today and test some makeup and see if I end up going, I'm melting. What movie is that from, by the way? Anyway, all right, so let's check out some makeup. I'm gonna be out there for like hours and hours and hours, and it all starts in just a few seconds. So today I'm going to a jazz festival. It's kind of a street festival, and hopefully we get a seat so we can sit by the lake and have a nice meal. But all this is going to be with my chosen makeup on, and this is some of my favorite makeup. None of this is sponsored, so you'll get the real deal from me. And I guess if I'm going to show you the makeup, I'm going to show you how I applied it. So this is kind of the embarrassing part for me, but let's see me without makeup. I do this for you, the awesome ones. I would never even go to the grocery store without any makeup on, but I do it all for you. And let's start with the primer. Now, a lot of us think that just because we have makeup on, our skin is protected from the sun. No. And we gotta protect it from the sun damage. So what I have on right now, I already applied it. I applied a little bit on my eyes as well because, like I said, it's 100 degrees out there. So I wanna make sure that the eye powder stays, and I put it all over my face, and I've got that SPF 50 from MAC, and it's called Prep and Prime. So yeah, and also for the rest of my body, especially my neck, I'm just going to use a regular SPF, probably 30 on the rest of my body. But let's go to the next step. So while that's setting, let's just talk about my hair. And I do straighten my hair, but in this weather and the humidity, it's just going to go naturally curly anyway. So I do have some anti-frizz products on them, and I'm going to link the products that I'm talking about in this video and the hair products down below and also in my blog. But let's see how the anti-frizz products work out as well for the day. So the primer's set now, and it's time for the concealer and the foundation. Now, I have tested this out before. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear products, and it worked great in the winter, but can it last through the summer? Well, we're going to check that out, and it's a nice matte finish, and it covers well. So now the color of the concealer first, because that's what I'm going to put on first, is called Light Cool, 1C, Light Cool. And the color of the foundation that I'm wearing is 1W2 Sand. So let's just start with the concealer. And what I'm going to show you is it's a nice kind of consistency here. We're going to start underneath the eyes and go into that purpley part. Maybe I'm just going to do half of my face just for the sake of time here, but let's just go into the purpley part like that. And then I've got the handy dandy concealer brush. And we don't want that to dry, so it is a nice matte. Goes right up in the purpley part here, along here, out to the side. And what about those icky age spots that I have, and I know some of you have it as well, or dark spots. So I have got one here, and when I blot on the foundation, this is going to cover this up pretty good. Even beside my eye, there's some kind of a nasty something happening there. And look at the one on this side. Whoa, I really have to cover that one up. But anyway, just dab it on. A little dab will do you. Do any of you remember where that came from? Oh my gosh, that's a long time ago. A little dab will do you. Bill, do you know where that came from?
No, I don't.
He's pretending he's really young. Okay, good pretending there. Anyway, put it in the comments if you remember. But there we go. I'm just going to finish the other side with the concealer, and then we're on to the next steps. So let's put on the eyeliner now. We're waiting for the concealer to set. And I love L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner, and it's kind of like a little pencil that you kind of, you know, move up and down here. Now, I'm not too sure if this is going to work. It doesn't say it's waterproof, so we will have to see if it stands the test of time. Whoa, that was a lot to say. But anyway, let's start. I'm just going to do one eye, and let's go with that. Hopefully you can see this here. Maybe Bill will do a little close. I just do a really light line and I dab it. I don't go, I just dab it a little bit just to give that little, and don't forget the swoosh. The swoosh, what's the swoosh? And I like the little thing on the end here because I can kind of blur out the swoosh a little bit. Now, if you don't know what the swoosh is, and you have hooded or downturned eyes, I'm going to put the video up there for hooded eyes, and you'll get to learn all about the swoosh. Okay, so the concealer is dry. Time to put on the foundation. And I'm just going to put this foundation, by the way, I use a little palette on my hand. I put a little drop there and I spread it out. I'm going to use a little sponge like this. Now you could also use a beauty blender, so you know, those other sponges, but I'm just going to use this one for today. Now, when I put it on at first, I'm getting the thickest amount possible. So I want to put that on the places where, you know, I don't want to put it on the big wrinkly parts because that's going to really emphasize them. So I'm not too wrinkled here, but I am wrinkled on the side. So that's where I kind of blend it out. You see that? Like, so thicker part in the middle, blend out on those wrinkles there. Also, my nose, I don't have too many wrinkles on my nose. Thank goodness you don't wrinkle on your nose. Well, I don't think you do. I'll see in a few years, won't I? And then these little 11 lines, you know what I'm talking about, very lightly on those. Light touch on the upper lip and around the marionette lines. Don't you just love what they call things like a marionette line and a jowl? And yeah, you know, we got to learn these names now. I got to think of a different name for those, but okay. And the chin, yeah, I don't wrinkle on my chin yet. So, but these guys, I guess they're marionettes as well. We're going to go lighter on those. Okay, so on my cheeks, I want a cover. So I'm going to go a little bit on the thicker part here. And I'm going to cover, you know, those spots. Spots be gone. And as I blend it out up here, because I'm going to have some blush there, I can kind of blend it out. Okay, I'm just going to finish the other side and then I'll be back to you. So let's work on the eyes now, and I got the primer on my eyes. Will the L'Oreal palette powder actually work? I don't know. We'll have to see. What I like about this palette is very gently used, as you can see. So many colors. It also comes with its own brushes. I have some other brushes that I use as well, but let's see if I can just apply this, and hopefully I don't cover my eyes. Bill, if I cover my eyes and people can't see me, just let me know. All right, so I'm doing the light first. That's this one here. I'm only going to do one eye, guys, so that for the sake of time. I don't want to kind of run into the eyeliner there though, as I just did. And a little bit of light just on the top of the brow bone here. All right, so I'm going to go with a brown today. So I like this brown here. Just sort of put it, and I don't go right into the eye. I kind of go from about here and swoosh it out. Like that. Now you're going, ah, that looks terrible. Not finished yet. Okay. So also I'm going to take a darker brown here, excess off, and I'm not going to put a liner under my eyes. I find that that closes my eyes up too much. So I'm just going to gently ever so gently, just do that. Now I got a little bit left on here. I'm going to go in the crease. Now, this is important, this brush here. This is my blending brush. I never used to use this. I used to use my fingers, but I like the blending brush. I find that it gives a much more natural look. And as you can see, now what about the mascara? It's hot, it's sweaty, it's dewy, it's humid out there. So I'm going to use a waterproof mascara. This is black. This is by Revlon, and it's called Grow Luscious Plumping Waterproof Mascara. So I will have to use, won't be able to use soap and water to take this off. I'll have to use an actual makeup remover so that it comes off. But I'm just going to put one coat on the top here for right now. I don't like to blob on my mascara. I like to do a few coats. So we'll just do that up there. And since I still have to finish with blush and everything, I'm not going to put it on my bottom lashes yet. So let's talk about some blush. I could go for a bronzer kind of look, but I think I'm going to go for a pinky, and that's this is a Clinique product, again, well loved. You can tell I'm really I'm not being sponsored by any of these people. These are really products I love, but I haven't really tested them ever for you in this kind of heat. So brush like this. I'll just do one side of my face, and that's kind of like the apples of your cheeks here that you put the blush on. But this is a really matte and a very heavy makeup, so I do a light whoosh, whoosh, whoosh under my eyes, and that's it. It's just started to blend them in so I'm not just totally white here and underneath my eyes. So, okay, so we've done that. Now, what about the, almost lost that, the contouring. I just bought this little brush, and it's a contouring brush, so I thought, hey, I'm going to show that to you. So it's a little weeny brush, but lots and lots of bristles there. And again, this is L'Oreal. You know what? There's a lot of L'Oreal and Estee Lauder products here, aren't there? But I've got other ones to show you as well. So this is L'Oreal Infallible Pro Contour. It's got the highlighter. It also has the contour in it. And I'm just going to dab that in there a little bit. I might have put a little bit too much, just kind of blend it in. And let's go down the cheekbones, down the nose. Do you know our nose grows? Oh, along the jowls. I'll do the other side as well. And maybe a touch there, and that's about it. Now, I don't need any highlighter. Believe me, I'm going to be shiny enough out there, so I'm not going to do the highlighter. However, I do want to do a little sparkle between my eyes right here. I don't know if you can see the sparkle there, but anyway, it's just a little tiny highlighter there, and I'll do the other eyes and contouring, and I'll be right back to you. Okay, so I'm starting to come alive. I got my mascara on, and the other side of my face, I'm no longer two-faced, so let's start with the eyebrows. I don't want to use the stencils and the powder today because I really don't know how the powder is going to work. So I'm just going to do one eyebrow, brush it up. This is NYX, and this is blonde, okay, for my lighter hair. This is a good color for me. So I brush the eyebrows up, and I'm just going to, this needs to be sharpened, but anyway, I'm just going to naturally go with the curve of my eyebrow. I don't want to fill it in like Groucho marks or anything, so I'm kind of going to do this. And then to set it, I use the Great Lash, this is actually clear, it just gets dirty as you use it a little bit, Great Lash Clear Mascara. And what do I do with that? Well, I just brush those hairs up so that it keeps the nice wide awake look going with my eyebrows. So for the lips, I'm going with a stain, and this is called NYX Powder Puff, and it really goes on like a stain, and the color is PPL03. I don't know why they call them all those kind. I mean, how would, you know, ruby red, or anyway. Okay, so this has got a cute little sponge on it. As you know, I don't like those glossy things that the bugs like to stick on. So just squeeze a little bit of color up here. Here we go. And all I do, now this is gonna look weird at first, but trust me, it works out after a little while. You put on, you see that? Just put it on. I'm gonna drink a lot of water today, so it'll be nice that this can stay on and I don't have to keep reapplying lipstick all day long. Okay, so now I'm not happy with the outline of this because it's just a sponge, so any pencil will do. This is a pinky color. It could be the red, whatever you want, but I want to tone it down a little bit, so it's kind of bright, but I like it. I'm leaning into red lipstick now, so leaning into the lipstick. But I'm going out in the sun. We do have to protect our lips. So I've also, and I'm taking this along with me, a lip balm. And this is an SPF 30. And as you can see, I use it over lipstick a lot because I want to protect my sun damage is like so bad for you. So even our lips have to be protected. And sunglasses, don't forget your sunglasses. And I'm wearing a hat. I'll get into that in just a second. You see, this also kind of gives it a nice little shine too. So yeah, very handy. So before I head out there, I'm putting on my sunscreen. This is an SPF 30, but I don't know, it just seems to get hotter and the sun is brighter. I might even have to go to a 50 or something, but this is much cheaper to put on my neck. Don't forget your neck, by the way. It just seems to be the first place that really wrinkles bad. So on my neck, on my arms, on my legs, gotta do that. So one more thing that I'm doing today is I'm wearing a dress. Yes, I'm going to be cool, and I'm going to be cool in so many ways. I loved wearing dresses again, but I lost confidence in wearing them. So I did a video when I got my confidence back. I'll put a link up there for you so you can check it out, and I hope it's a little nudge to you to start wearing dresses again. Now, I'm not going to forget my super duper awesome makeup product, the Revlon Anti-Shine Cream. And if there's anything you want to buy from this video, hey, put in the comments on what a makeup game changer this product is for you, because I know a lot of you are getting it. So yeah, check out the link, check out this product. And it's so super cheap too. It's Revlon. It's like a drugstore kind of product. Anyway, so all you do is, okay, there you go. You just sort of, okay, I'm getting maybe shiny under my eyes. I just put a little bit, shiny on my nose, and it's incredible. What I love about this is it's not a powder. I'm not even being sponsored by this, guys. Love, love, love. It's not a powder. So it doesn't put up all that cakiness as you're, oh, okay, I'm drying out my shininess, but I'm becoming more and more caked. I'm becoming more and more wrinkled. So that little baby goes in my purse. So I've got my anti-shine cream in my purse, and I also have my sunscreen on. So let's get to that music festival, but first, let's take a leisurely stroll to get there. Let's walk along the beach. Hours in, and I'm feeling good. I haven't even put on the anti-shine yet, so it's holding up, folks. And the sun's gone down behind some clouds, but it still is super, super warm out here. So it's about 4 hours now. As I said, the sun's gone down, but it's still really, really hot, and look at my makeup. I'm so happy. And I haven't even put the anti-shine on yet. in the jazz festival. We got the music in the background and my makeup's staying on. So it's now midnight. So that was about 10 hours, right, Bill, in the heat and having the makeup on. And right now I got the, I'm gonna call it a glow, but I got the shine going on. But I really didn't want to use the anti-shine, you know, the Revlon anti-shine out there, because it was a jazz festival, it was a street festival. I was having so much fun. Bill and you and I were dancing in the streets and having a great time. So
great.
What I want to show you right now is I think the makeup stayed on pretty good. And you know what? My hair doesn't have a lot of frizz either, and that's just incredible too. But let's just try this out. And what I'm going to do is put a little bit of the anti-shine on, and when I put this on, we can really check out how the makeup looked as well. So look at that shiny nose. Did it go away, Bill? All right. Isn't that incredible? Okay, so I got shine down here. I got shine over here. And you can probably see that this side here is not as shiny as this side over here, but let's keep going with this anti-shine. If I was putting powder on, I'd be totally cakey. So let's go. No Photoshop here. Just me. So, Bill, can we just do a little close-up on the makeup too and see how it really stayed on quite well. So I'm going to say that this passed the test, and certainly for 10 hours out in the heat, it did pretty good. So if we really look also at the eye makeup here, it stayed on great. I don't have raccoon eyes underneath the mascara. And well, the only thing I really had to reapply was some lipstick. And of course, I was eating chicken wings and all kinds of things out there at the festival. So that's just par for the course. But remember, I'm going to put the links down below, and also at awesomeover50.com. That's my blog, and we'll have some links for the products there. They're very, very good, and tried and tested in 100-degree heat by yours truly right here. But somebody who missed us when we were at Hurricane, did you miss us when we were at the festival? Yeah, he certainly did. But you know, festivals with all those people walking around are no place for little dogs. No, they're not really. And let's just talk about what's coming up, because when Hurricane comes on the scene, that's what happens. We talk about the future videos, but you know, if you're missing the Tuesday videos, what happened to the Tuesday videos? They're just over on our new channel at youtube.com/awesomeover50 inspiration. And I've got some smoothie recipes. Would you believe that I found a kale smoothie recipe that I like? But even better than that, Bill, you like it too, right?
That wasn't bad.
I put a little bit of maple syrup in. So we're going to have some smoothie recipes to keep you eating your vegetables, and also some fruit ones too. So enjoy that. And so let's talk about what's going to happen on this beauty channel. So this channel, I'm absolutely dedicated to the mature women, to help you get your confidence back, to show you some makeup, some fashion, all kinds of things. And talking about fashion, check out these new earrings that I got at the festival. I love them. Hey, and don't forget to check me out on Instagram at awesomeover50. Just search awesomeover50. Every single day, I usually put out an inspirational message for you, my wonderful, mature lovelies. So in the meantime, keep your confidence up. You know, it's just, there's a banquet of life out there, and I just want you to enjoy so much of it. And of course, keep it awesome.